What's up, Sly here with some more Ghoti content, some Tearlament matches with some combo guides. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. Alright, we'll jump right into the first combo. Try to go over a few different combos with various hands. So of course, you know, we got Imperm. So if we had Lifeless in hand, I would have went Tuna to Paces to Lifeless, but you know, we don't have that. So instead, we still want to get Paces and Shif banished as soon as possible. So we'll summon Paces, banish itself. Special Tuna. Tuna banishes itself. Then we get Lifeless. Lifeless effect, send Shif. That's why I run 2 Shift, just in case draw into it, because drawing into it's honestly kind of bad if you don't have your field spell. Banish Shif. Now, this don't seem like much, but this is lit. This is lit right here. 1 Imperm, just gotta time stuff. I'm actually just doing this in solo mode just so you guys can kind of see like how the combos are done. Because the majority, honestly, is you playing on your opponent's turn. So during the standby phase, you want to special summon all your banished, and then you want to toggle the on. You want to, like, real quick toggle the on. And then, you know, that way you get response before the end of the main phase, or if you want to synchro up before they make certain plays, right? So 9 out of 10 times I'll prefer to use Shif, just because Shif will go back to grave, and then I can recur that, right? Right, still just playing on the opponent's turn, Arionpos. Depending on what they have, depends on what you're gonna send. So if I needed to synchro up again, like right now, I'd be sending Zep, because then it automatically is gonna special summon itself and instantly allow me to sync up, right? But I already got Paces, so to some extent, I don't really need to. I don't really need to sync up for an 8, but we can. Let's say like they had, I don't know, Kit Kalos on the board, right? You know, you're going against Tearlament, Zep, sync up. For that, you'd want to obviously go Banish instead of the Raigeki-like pop with White Aura Whale, Askaan effect. So it could banish myself or the Paces. Probably just banish myself since he'll come back. Get a free banish on the Shif. Plus a free search. Another Tuna. Like, this is just so much interaction all on your opponent's turn. Get another banish. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. We'll keep the Lifeless in there. Comes right back. And then if you want, you can sync up again. Go in the Ghoti of the Deep Beyond. But we're gonna wait. Back to auto. Back to the 5th. And then on like boards like this, like honestly it gets kind of fun, right? Because then I can go to Supreme Sovereign. We'll get rid of the Shift. That way we can make that recur. Right, now Sovereign is honestly just redonkulous in this deck. So we still have other plays, right? Tuna. Ixeep. So that's only going to be a 6 here, right? But make things pop off a little bit. Arionpos. Arionpos to banish. We'll banish the paces, that way we get some more recursion. Activate Shif. Doesn't really matter, we don't want it for that. Ready Fusion is amazing, right? With the Ready Fusion targets like Rare Fish for like a 4 if you have like one of your 2-star tuners. Or Allvain, which is honestly exactly what I'm using here. I mean, what's 1,000 life points? 1,000 life points ain't nothing. Go right in the Dragite. And we get to banish. Right, so you could banish Askaan with this effect, and that's gonna pop off. It's gonna be great. Add the hand. We'll add Snopios. Snopios is amazing. I only run one. You really need it. Askaan's effect pops off. Banish Ixeep. Then we can Snopios. No longer need Arionpos, so something to banish. Askaan, that way when Askaan leaves the field, it's just gonna recur again. So that's a safety precaution. You could kind of do the same thing, have Snopios target itself. You can target things on your opponent's side as well, which may or may not be better. Kind of just depends what you're playing against, right? But I mean, you could set up a pretty juicy board with a pretty, you know, what looks like a dead hand isn't a dead hand. You know, I'm absolutely loving this deck. Like, it's so good. You get so much recursion. Recovery is through the roof. Let's see if we can't get another hand going. Alright, so here I got a replay. And we'll just talk about some of the things that go on here. So, Beautunaful, going to Lifeless. Lifeless to send Shif. Going against Tears. So, good thing we opened Macrocosmos. Sends. Get some Fish and Grave, which is huge. Got that Maxx, always gotta run Maxx. Kalos. Right, and having so much there with Snopios in hand, this is where it gets fun, right? Because we want to banish that Kalos as soon as humanly possible. So chain Snopios. Snopios summons itself. Snopios is going to target the Kalos. That way they can't send themselves to grave and mill a bunch more cards. Because Tearlament likes to play on the enemy's turn too, just like we do. Except sadly it's our turn going first too. Get that real big chain. That Fish and Graves, that's fine. And then go into the Supay package, discard, sync up, Arionpos, Paces, and we already got Shif and Paces banished. But they're gonna recur now that it's the enemy's turn. And then we get Macrocosmos, that way they constantly recur now, along with Snopios. And we basically shut down the tier engine single-handedly with Macrocosmos. Because now anything he wants to send, that's got to go to grave. Absolutely everything. He goes Baguska, which I greatly disagreed with. I would have never, especially like not an attack. Like he could have went to defense and completely shut down everything I had going on, but he did. Then we pop off with Snopios. Snopio recurs itself. Pop everything. All that's left is a Baguska. And he goes for the Paces when he should have crashed into Arionpos. But then this man was smart, was able to go Zeus. So here I misplayed. I actually should have held on to the Snopios. Because I targeted the Zeus with Snopios when I should have held on to it. That way I had a follow-up recursion play. But I didn't do that. Now with Dimensional Fissure, we get non-stop recursion again. And at this point, I'm pretty much literally just hoping to draw into like a 4-star, right? But had I kept the Snopios, I would have been fine this turn. Could have easily went into Ghoti of the Deep Beyond, banished everything. And with this many monsters banished, not including my own, like that was an easy win, right? With Ghoti of the Deep Beyond, but I didn't do that. I greatly misplayed there. You know, you want to be careful of when you sync up and when you summon Snopios. Because now he's in a better spot. He got rid of the Zeus, which I don't understand why he got rid of Zeus. Because he could have had a better board and I could have took like 3k direct. So I try to be smart and summon the Shifter because he can't run over it. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sync up, right? But that doesn't happen because he goes Burrow Dragon. I'm able to evenly, but I don't get too much value just because I had too many cards on the board, right? But I didn't want to risk waiting, and he gets too much damage on board either. So that was honestly up to me. But then I'm able to go Askaan to banish. And then he ended up scooping. Because at that point, I was going to banish the Shif. Shif would have came back. I would have had some amount of recursion play on his turn, but he scooped, so. But all in all, was making good plays up until that misplay with Snopios. But don't be me. Don't be me. Be better. And that's all I got for combos as far as for now. I mean, honestly, a little hard to say, right? With like everything you can do, because so much of the deck is just really intricate and really based on who you're going against and what you have on board. I kind of want to show off the Gozen Match with Kragen play, but I mean, if you guys know these two cards, you see why there's hyper synergy there. You could get a nasty 3-card combo with Stealth Kragen, Gozen Match, and either Macrocosmos or Dimensional Fissure. Because then they're going to be locked in by Gozen Match into the one monster, as well as everything's going to get banished. But for the most part, I mean, that's the majority of the deck. I mean, there's like a couple of spicy cards like Minairuka. But I mean, Abyss Shark's just a search. Honestly, the only reason I'm running this at 1 is it only really recurs once. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and I'll try to push out more in the future. Laters.